Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. And today, this is a video I've been waiting for so long. Like, I was hoping the day they do this, I was gonna like go on my knees and hands and knees for these guys. No, I'm just kidding. AMD, listen, I will never do that. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just saying because AMD is doing something that Nvidia ain't. They're at least trying to help the gaming community a little bit. I know they're still contributing to AI, but they're not doing it as much as NVIDIA. AMD still talks about AI just as much, but they're still doing shit like this. They're still at least giving something for the gamers. And well, now we can upgrade to a Ryzen 7 5800X3D. With the AMD's 3D V-Cache technology, instead of having only 32 megabytes of L3 cache on the die, you said you get 3 times that with 96 megabytes, which drastically reduces the latency between the RAM and CPU, which can realistically boost your gaming performance by like a good 15 to 20%, even 30% plus, depending on the title specific and specifically the settings. You could make a really good uplift in your gaming performance overall. So your averages will go up. It might not be insanely high in the averages, but your frame time and the overall frame stability will definitely go up. The minimum FPS and the 1% lows will absolutely go up, like not even a question. Um, I already get very good 1% lows, and I do use smart access memory, which does help a little bit. So I do get really good 1% lows. Imagine with the 5800 X3D and maybe like an NVMe drive. Dude, I can get so much more performance. Not only just in averages, but also in like minimums again in 1% lows. However, okay, I can't go in the BIOS, but so if y'all have an MSI Pro VDH Wi-Fi CEC or just the Pro VDH Wi-Fi, the non-CEC, the CEC version is a little different. I have that one. Turns out both motherboards, even though they're micro ATX, it comes with two M.2 slots. Now the reason why I am saying this, I literally thought to only way to get two NVMe drives because I have one in my motherboard for my operating system. It's Windows 11 Pro. I have that right here. I can show you in Task Manager. So I have obviously I have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 memory. I clocked at 3200 megahertz. I have XMP off because technically when I use XMP it only goes up to 3000 megahertz, and that's the highest it only goes up to. But I'm overclocking to 3200 megahertz, which means the motherboard and the RAM, not the RAM, the motherboard and the CPU can handle 32 megahertz. Because technically the memory itself shouldn't be at this is and not its advertised speed. I think it's 3000 that is, but I could care less. But this is my operating drive. It's a Samsung NVMe drive. It's only 256 gigabytes. It's not the greatest. I mean, at all. Actually, in fact, I think I might have to like, hold on. Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot you have to do this specifically. Yeah, like I have to do this real quick because sometimes that oh maybe I need to use CC cleaner. I know CC cleaner is not really well the best thing to use, but anyways. So this is my oh yeah recording. I forgot. I'm like why is my GPU at a high utilization? I'm recording. The media block on the die of the graphics card is being utilized, not the actual cores and shaders on the GPU. Um, but anyways, so yeah, this is my operating drive. It makes sense because it's only 256 gigabytes. And then I have an SSD SATA. That's 2 terabytes. Now, this is not a bad drive. However, compared to NVMe Gen 3 or 4 at the same capacity, it's not even close. The read-write times are over 10 to 15 times more, which realistically helps me a shit fucking ton. Um, Asset streaming is so much better. Uh, traversal smoothness is increased by a good amount depending on the game. 1% lows and minimums should go up by a good amount, especially in competitive titles. I don't expect them to be higher as much, but I do expect them to be a little bit higher than normal. Um, and I do expect much better response times, and I do expect a lot better load times. Almost 2 to 2.5 times in response times and like load times, I meant. So instead of waiting fucking 30 seconds to fucking a minute, I should only be waiting 15 to 30 seconds depending on the game. Maybe lower now, because I'm not sure. So, yeah. So if I get a 5800 X80 with this new announcement plus an NVMe drive, I mean, should I get one, guys? Should I? Because, I mean, let's just look at the pricing, This bullshit ass fucking pricing. Ah, look at that for a 2 terabyte Gen 4. A typical drive, 300 macros. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I could downgrade to 1 terabyte, but and only have like specific games on there because I could copy and insert specific games. Like the games I would want on the NVMe drive and the games I would just keep on the SATA drive temporarily is older games. So like I'll show you. I gotta wait till Steam loads. So the games I would keep on SATA drive, honestly, would be Bloodstrike. It's easy to run. Uh, Paladins, easy to run. All personals are fine. Combat Master. Um, I'm honestly might delete this game. To be honest with you, I don't really play this game anymore. Like I love Grid Legends and all, but I don't even play this shit. Let me uninstall this shit. I only play fucking Crew now. The Crew Motorfest is so much better. Like it's not even a joke. So many cars and vehicles to choose from. So I'm gonna uninstall this. I mean, I own it, so it's not like I can't ever reinstall it. So that's good. I'll at least save some storage there. I gotta wait till this is done, I think. Or maybe not. Nope. It's just gonna do that. So I'll probably keep Bloodstrike Paladins, this Combat Master if I yeah, I'll probably delete that honestly. Yeah, let me delete this too. I don't fucking play this game. So realistically the only games I would keep is Paladins, Bloodstrike, uh maybe Delta Force, the Crew Motorfest. Nah, the Crew Motorfest I'll definitely put on NVMe drive. Um and again I don't know why I have this game, but I don't know. Honestly, I think I'll just keep Paladins and Bloodstrike on the SATA drive, but then put Call of Duty the Finals, Delta Force, and Gears of War. Actually, you know what? I'll keep Delta Force for Bloodstrike Paladins on the SATA drive, but just put only Call of Duty, Gears of War, and the Finals on the NVMe drive because I know those games I'm gonna want to have a better, smoothness because those are the games I really play a lot the most, and my 1% lows in those games could be a lot better. Well, Gears 5 already has great 1% lows, but might as well. But Call of Duty the finals have like the shittiest 1% lows compared to what I do have now. Bloodstrike I already get like 160, 170 1% lows mostly. Paladins I already get up to like 100 to 200 plus, maybe even 300. So again, I don't need to worry about that. Delta Force I already get probably up to 140, 150, 160. So again, not worried about that being on NVMe drive. Would it be nice? Yes, but to be honest, I might have to get 1 terabyte because I can't get a 2 terabyte. I am not spending $300 on a fucking drive for 2 terabytes. That's just ridiculous. So I might as well just get one. And honestly, I think that's better than none. 1 terabyte's still a good amount of storage. So I'll probably get Kingston's NVMe this one. I mean, the reviews are great. It's still up to 6,000 megabytes per second. It's still Gen 4, so that's good. Um, yeah, so I want to be mad about this. Um, yeah, that's really about it, y'all. We got a new CPU coming away. I mean, we already know about the CPU, but it's the anniversary edition, so it's like a little bit different. The L3 cache actually got increased from 96 to 100 megabytes, but the difference there is like super minimal. But you know what? So yeah, I cannot wait to see how this is because the 5800 X3D still stacks up very well even with the modern CPUs. I mean, if you benchmark like a 9600X against the 5800 X3D, to be honest, if you're doing it mostly in 1080p, lowest settings possible, as CPU limited as possible with like a really high-end GPU like a RTX 4080, 4090, you can honestly see pretty similar performance between those two CPUs. The 9600X might have an average, higher averages on average, but the 1% lows would be much higher on the 5800X3D, which is better to have than just more averages. So, but the averages should be very similar to a 9600X for the most part, and a lot of competitive titles. I'm talking old ones to even the newest ones. So, except I get better minimums, and 1% lows, and ever so slightly less averages on average compared to a 9600X. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually a very good thing. I actually like that. It's actually really good. But they also should bring back the 5700 X3D. They should bring both back, not just the 58. However, the 5800 X3D is better. It's slightly quicker because of the raw clock speeds is still lightly higher, which makes sense. But still, I still think they should re-release that as well. For some people who are still on a budget but don't want to spend like up to $300 plus, only want to spend like 200, 250. I'd rather spend the extra money to get the slightly better 5800 X3D to maximize the performance. But that's just me. Alright, that's about it for the video. I feel like I should get just a 2 terabyte NVMe, but like just save up slowly towards it. Because if anything, even though it's not worth the money now, I think, oh my god, 12 terabytes is ridiculous. I think saving up 300 or so, or whatever, like over time, just wait until like you have like a good amount of money saved up, like almost to like 1,000, and then just buy it without a problem. I think that's what I should do. I mean, this one's not bad. It's Gen 4. Write speeds are great. I mean, it's 300 on the dot. I mean, this one's better because uh it's on a limited time deal, so it's actually on a decent price compared to others. I mean, I don't know what is the cheapest for 2 terabytes. Definitely not getting the Samsung. Although I do want to, I'm definitely not going to. It's too high in price. Renewed? Hell no. Never ever buy a used fucking drive. That is dumb. Always buy new. Always. I mean, I guess this one would probably be the one I would buy, or if this is still on a limited time deal at the time I do actually want to start saving up money to this, I might as well get 2 terabytes because I'm not trying to get another drive. I'm not gonna get rid of my SATA. I'm still gonna keep it in my build. I'll just have it for like, honestly, I'll probably use that to put my YouTube videos. Like, if I have a constant amount of videos and I just want to post a bunch of videos, I don't know if I'll edit them all, but I will start editing a little bit. A little dibble dabble on editing, but I'm not gonna do too much of it. But yeah, that's about it. See y'all later. Ugh, I got a yawn and a sneeze. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. That was loud. Oh, all right. See y'all later.